And we're back. We are at race 4 of the, shall we say, fictionalized version of season 10 of the GPGSL. And last time it was the Brazilian Grand Prix, and we won the race, our second win in 3 races, and now we lead the championship. And today we are dealing with a race that it's going to be pretty complicated. We're dealing with the Summer Grand Prix at Imola, and as you can see, I've increased difficulty to Pro, and yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult as we're going to, for one reason, which we're going to see in a few seconds. But yeah, also, this is going to be the main series. Until I decide to stop this and focus on the season 2 of the Fire Emblem for the Fire Emblem All Stars, which I've done the mod. I just need to swap the names and change the data and change the database. But yeah, for this purposes, season 2 is pretty much ready to go. In any case, so let's load and. Okay, you know what? I'm going to explain that during the race. But in the meantime, Connor is in pole position alongside with Michael DeBoer. Then we got Beto Scala, Paulo Silva, Mal Stoddard, Jack Hansley, Dan Mills, Glenn Shepard, Emil Dominic, Joanne Mikhail running up the top 10. We got Matthew Allenton, Milotin Chevsky, Ross Cartwright, the driver who has replaced Greg O'Brien at SCR. And spoilers, he's gonna be this is gonna be his only race in as a test driver because he fell short of the free strike of the free strike activity check rule. Then we have Vimalana, Nana Cremasco, Rodrigo Videla, Matthew Briere, Erin Karanen, Christopher Hintz, Ruben Gradanis, ourselves, and Nathan McGregor rounding up the grid. And yeah, this is why I said it's going to be complicated, because it turns out the AI on MLA is really good. Not to mention that MLA is a pretty difficult track anyway, so yeah. Also, this guy, Matthew Briere, is also going to disappear very soon, replaced by another driver. I don't remember who it is, which one it was, but yeah, I think either this race or in the next race he will be replaced, so yeah. Anyway, we got 16 laps, it's gonna be dry, no rain whatsoever, and one thing that I learned is that the game crashes, because of course, I tried recording this race yesterday, and it did crash, so yeah. I may have to do a midpoint save, assuming the game allows me to get to that point. Needless to say, I am generally losing my patience with this fucking track. Attempt number 6. I'm having a race here. It's 1 light, 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. And we're off at Imola. And the first thing I'm going to slow down to get myself some time, because there we go. We are alive. Somehow. And we are up to 13th, hopefully. Yes, we are. There's John McKyle. As well as... there we go. Glenn Shepard. We're up to 11th. I'm genuinely starting to hate this track, like, seriously. This track is also the track that killed the randomizer on F1 Challenge on Championship Edition. And yeah, I wasn't going to make contact, I should get launched. There you go, that was lap number 1. And my only hope right now is to at least make it to lap 9. In all honesty, I'm getting so fucking tired that if something happens to the car, I'm retiring. There we go. Easier for here. There we go. Nice. Okay. And somebody screwed up, but of course it's behind us, so it doesn't matter. Because cover blocks the line, so no, so never mind. And to be honest, if I wasn't even good to trial, I'd overtake anyway. There we go. Can I pull a move before Tamburello? The answer is absolutely not. Or maybe I am. Nope, I am. There we go. Again, I could just stick my line, but if I do and make contact, chances are that my car is gonna be the one getting launched, so I'm not risking it. And there we go. Good fucking god. Steer a new fast lap of the race. As we get to lap 4. Shepard tries for a move on car right, but he backs down. And car right blocks Shepard. It could have giving us a chance, but of course we don't take the chance. Okay. Easy from here. Nice. And of course, once again, somebody screwed up, but it's behind us, so it doesn't matter. As Stewart gets another fast lap of the race. And of course, Shepard tries once again on car right. But car right blocks that he could just for a switcheroo, and he makes the move stick. And even car right actually even locks up, but once again we came too close and nothing happened. Okay. Yeah, I cannot wait for the next race, honestly. And Selfie tells me that I won't be able to do the move. Nope. And we overshoot it, and we don't make it stick. We do not make it stick, and there goes Giovanna, and yep, there we go. We lost another spot. Tried to force the issue, it didn't matter. Let's try here, and of course we get it launched. We have to cut the corner, and yep, we're out. That's it. We're out of the Grand Prix. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. Just somebody get the fucking car and get me out of here. Like, seriously, I'm done. I'm done with this fucking race. I'm seriously done with this fucking race. There it is. And we are out of the Grand Prix. And while this is happening, I'm going to get something to drink. So, see you later. Okay, I'm back. As we see Allington try to move past Dominic into Tamburello, but the move does not happen. Here's Connor Steer leading the race. Comfortably leading the race. He's like, what, 2 seconds away from Scala? Most currently second. Watts. There's Shepard battling with Hansley for 9th. And nope, he cannot pull the move. There's Christopher Hinson 19th. As we keep focusing it, there's once again back to Connor Steer as he completes lap number 9. And one thing that we're going to do is save anyway, because yeah, I'm out of the race, but Doesn't mean that I won't save. Oh, for ongoing. There we go. So in case something goes wrong, we'll be back. I mean, something has already gone wrong. I'm not finishing the race, but whatever. Okay, back to where were we? There's female Anna, the driver that caused us to retire. Fortunately, no damage to his car, amazing enough. There's my boss in Michael de Boer. At this point, I seriously want to ask the question of if the track is actually really hard, as there's Villela trying to go past his compatriot, Nata Cromasco. Because yes, these guys are both Brazilians. Honestly, the question that I really want to ask is if, as Dominic completely screws up into the Acqua Minerali, Milo Sancheski gets the fast lap of the race. Still gonna get through. He drops to 13th, now 14th, 15th, and 16th. I think he's gonna drop down pretty far, up to 18th, and he cannot move. There goes Hintz, Greatanis. He drops down to 20th, and yeah, he's not moving. He is not moving. He's bitched the car. He's bitched the car into the sand trap, and he's out of the race. That's it for Dominic. That's it for Dominic's race. So thank God I'm not the only one. That's it. And your steer still leading the race. There's Shepard still battling Huntley for 8th. As we go back to Hintz, because he messes up at the chicane. At the chicane, that's Villeneuve. But of course, nothing major. He's still 18th. He has lost almost a second to Greatanis, but again, and there is the Boer, and Mal started in 4th. So the man hosting the flag for Snake says I'm incapable of driving. And actually, one thing that I really want to know if it's Imola that it's really hard in this game, or it's me just having a skill issue. I mean, as Allington gets fast lap of the race, I mean, it's probably the latter, but whatever. As again, Shepard tries on a move on Hunsley, but nothing happens. And there's Rodrigo Villela, still battling with his compatriot in Cromasco. Cromasco tries for an aggressive, this should be aggressive. As Steer is about to complete lap number 11. And there goes Shepard once again, but no dice. Hunsley still remains in 8th. Back to Steer. Alongside him, behind him is Matteo Scala. Five laps to go here at Imola. There's McGregor dealing with Karanen. And nope, no move there. Allington gets new fast lap of the race. And of course we focus on Karan. He completely screws up the chicane, the final chicane, but he actually parks the car right in front of McGregor. So McGregor cannot do anything. Other than just brake to avoid smashing into the Aussie Finn, because the guy is like, if I remember correctly, the guy has double citizenship, as is both Finnish and Australian. Like, he actually lives in Australian, but has Finnish citizenship, if I remember correctly. But anytime, there's McGregor once again dealing with Karanen. But no dice once again. And there's Matteo Scala in second. 4 laps to go here at Imola. Four laps to go here at Imola. Almost 2 seconds to get between the leader and the Italian driver. There goes Cartwright against Anna, and Cartwright defends the position against the Singaporean driver. As we focus on there's Gramasco still putting up a good defense on against his compatriot. And ooh, I think they touched. They did touch. Villela loses control of the car, and that's gonna allow Briere through potentially into Minerali. Nope. Villela defends the position, but now he's giving Cremasco plenty of breathing space. As Villela goes through 3 laps to go, as his teammate pretty much has led the race from start to finish, I believe, from start up until now. And the gap is pretty much being stable at 2 seconds. There goes Allington against Silva. And I believe this is going to be Silva's first... No, never mind. Actually, or it is. I think this should be, what, the first time Silva scored points since the season opener, I believe? As McGregor goes once again against Karanen, but Karanen defends. McGregor must be getting very frustrated in that car. There's Karanen. With a big gap from McGregor now. And yellow flags, and that's not the Cremasco. He screwed up, and he's, unlike Dominic, he has kept his car up from getting beached, and here he joins the track. But that's basically it for his race. He's down in 19th. There goes Hansley against Shepard once again, and Hansley defends violently. And yes, the livery is based off of the Silk Cut Jaguars in Group C. What was asking. as they go around Rivazza for the second to last time. There is the boar. And there is McGregor battling again with Cremasco, but Karanen defends again. There he is, final lap. Conor Stewart begins the final lap of the San Marino Grand Prix for the testers. Now he has to keep it clean, and the race is. And there goes Paulo Silva battling with Christopher Hintz. No, Allington, sorry. And Silva manages to keep it together and stay ahead of the Brit. As there's Glenn Shepherd in ninth. He's got one last opportunity to potentially overtake Hansley. But in any case, and Ellington has a brain fart, and he's going to keep the car together, and Frugo, Hansley, and Shepherd. Frugo's Cartwright, Anna, and Mikhail, and that's Villela, Briere. And rejoins in 14th, or not 15th, because Karanen is coming, and so is McGregor, I will assume, yeah. 16th, 17th, that's his teammate, that's Conor Stewart, wins the San Marino Grand Prix. And I'm afraid he's stuck. There goes Cremasco. And yep, I believe, yep, he's stuck. Allington is stuck. He will not be finishing the race. When are the marshals coming in? But in the meantime, and I believe Allington is still stuck there, I believe. No, let me check. Oh no, I'm reaching the track. Okay, and Chesky crosses the line. He rejoins, so he managed to avoid getting DNF'd at the very last, at the last lap. And of course, now he has to cross the line, and the race will be called over. Artificial chicane into the main straight, and that's race over. And now we wait for the results. Now we wait for the officialization, whatever. Now we wait for the game to make the transition. Should be, there we go. And so, Conor Stewart wins the San Marino Grand Prix for the testers ahead of Matteo Scala and Michael De Boer. Mal Sauter finishes in 4th, then it's Dan Mills, Paulo Silva, Jack Hansley, Glenn Shepherd, Ross Cartwright, and Vimal Anna runs up the top 10. Then we got Johnny Mikhail, Rodrigo Villela, Matthew Briere, Edin Karanen, Nathan McGregor, Christopher Hintz, Robert Gridanis, Nana Kromasko, Milos Chevsky, Matthew Allington, and of course myself and Emmanuel Dominic, the only DNFs of the race. But yeah, race to forget, race absolutely to forget, and yeah, cannot wait for the next one. So, and now, of course, I have to take the results, do the points calculation, and wrap up the video. So, see you in a bit, folks. And despite that screw up, we are still championship leaders. Paulo Silva is now up to second. Nathan McGregor drops down to third. Connor Steer is all the way up to fourth thanks to the win. Then we got Michael De Boer, Emmanuel Dominic, Matteo Scala, a tied for eighth between Vimalana and Greg O'Brien, although it should be Vimalana since O'Brien is not racing here anymore. Then it's Briere on his final race as a test driver and in the GPGSL overall, as for this season. Then we got Allington, Kromasko, Stoddart, Hansley, Karanen tied for 12 for... actually, we got a freeway tie for 14th between Hansley, Karanen, and Mikhail, all at 12 points. Then we got Dan Mills and Milan Chesky tied for 17th at 10. Then we got Ruben Gridanos, Rodrigo Videla, Glenn Shepard, and Christopher Hintz tied for 21st at 4 points. And Ross Cartwright did his only race scoring points with just 2. Anyway, next race should be the Spanish Grand Prix, if I'm not being mistaken. So let's hope that race goes much more better than this one. But for this video, it has been it. If you liked it, give it a like. If you see more content like this, subscribe and click the notification bell so you guys make sure it drops. And I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This Alpha, signing out.